Hello, I am Endlessness and welcome back to Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis, and in this video I wanted to give a guide for Master Tonberry Solo Crash. Tonberry Crash consists of 3 Tonberry bosses, so I think is our first triple boss. They are all exactly the same with same attacks and HP, and even though we just got that near water banner, it is not needed at all. And this crash has been data mined over a month ago, so I thought it would be pretty much impossible for me to clear, but luckily it's not the case. It just sounded so terrifying. And yes, Tonberries can hit really hard, but really the only attack you should be worried about is Chef's Knife. If they manage to hit you, it's always a max 100,000 damage attack, so the only way to survive it is with reprieve. But each Tonberry will have a sigil face, and after they stagger they have a gauge you have to deplete, otherwise they'll hit you with Chef's Knife, and later they will just start charging one normally, so you have to kill them. And from the few times I tried this battle, I think you want to kill them gradually. You can kill the first one, the first Tonberry rather quickly, but I don't recommend hyper focusing on each one, because after you defeat 2 Tonberries, the last one will just start charging Chef's Knife over and over again. So even if you have a full reprieve team, you'll eventually just run out of lives. And as for the team, you need physical water DPS, and they made this crash easier than Yuffie, because those Tonberries, they are already weak to water, so no weapon is needed. And any DPS will do. Sephiroth is great with battle effects, so the battle wants you to use him, but Tifa will be perfect, Yuffie too, and you can clear it even with Cloud, but Cloud will need a little higher stats to compensate for that lower weapon damage. And you also need a tank with Provoke, and really all be fine. Just keep in mind that only Bard and Angel have weapons that can lower water resistance, and with Glenn you will need a weapon on another character. So for example Aerith with this new Nier banner. And also, since this crash doesn't have insanely high requirements, I tried to lower my stats to make it more accessible. Aerith has Breath of the Earth with FF13 outfit, Baharad for heals and PDF buffs, ideally Camera if you have it, or Mermaid is the best next thing to buff physical attack, Exodus and a single target Cura in boost slot, and those two are just PDF and heal stat sticks. And then sub-equipment slots, Aerith has 2 physical attack for allies weapons and a guild weapon as physical defense, and then Bahamut outfit with Dragon Quest, but really you can use any other outfit that you think might fit you better. Angel has Army of One with a free event outfit, that one with PDF on it, Buster Flowy for Provoke and to further buff physical defense, Mithril Saber to lower water resistance, X and Triangle Sigil and a PDF stat stick, and then sub-equipment slots I have 2 attack for allies weapons, but it would be much better to swap 1 or 2 for a physical attack for allies boost for your DPS. But I wanted some buff debuff extension and then a guild weapon of physical defense for allies, and I have all-in outfit with reprieve, and it also allows you for that plus 4 physical defense buffs and a default outfit because I don't really have anything better. Cloud has Tidal Flare, and I think this one is better because it gives you water damage buff for 20 seconds and also amplifies your next water attack instead of just one Leviathan bunk. All Arcanum outfit with reprieve, Maritime for DPS, Fusion for attack buffs, Triangle Sigil and 2 water potency materia, and then sub-equipment slots Slated Day to max out physical attack and further boost water potency, Enemy Launcher with Ultimatic, and they both have physical ability potency. And sub-outfits are Bahamut and then just any other you have, but I think Log, Zidane or Glavnis might be nice, but that new outfit from FF13 crossover seems to be maybe the best one. Alright, for the opening I think it is good to lower wild resistance, then heal on buff with Aerith and then provoke, so that you get +4 physical defense buffs. And if you don't have Cloud's ultimate weapon, then you have to buff physical attack with Aerith. But I'm just going to debuff, well, second cast to get it to -3. And now deplete the gauge, and it depends on your DPS. It might be 1 or 2 hits. With Cloud I need 3 hits. And in this time you don't really have to do anything, but after you deplete the gauge you have to keep Angie alive. With Cloud you can't just keep doing DPS, but Angie will be taking some big hits, but also Tonberries will keep debuffing your physical attack, so you might need to do some recasts. And that should be fine. One more hit here. And now this is your face, and you will get stunned, so you might be able to just get off one cast, and after a few seconds he'll be back. But just keep breaking sigils, and with this team I don't really have any sigil boost slots. You can break triangle sigils with Angeal, but I'm just using him mostly to just keep breaking X sigils, because we have a lot more of them. And that was close, so I'm just going to heal to not have to use Cura on Aerith, because I also want to buff physical attack, and that should be fine. Just make sure that you have all buffs available and debuffs before you break the sigils. And now during the stagger, just bonk. And I'm going to focus on the middle Tonberry to defeat him, well, getting into red HP bar. And also heal, provoke, do everything you have to. I don't know, maybe one hit. Should be fine. Alright, and now deplete the gauge. And one more, which is fine. Just 2 recasts with Angeal, and I'll have to heal. Okay, Angeal's at full HP, but Exploit Weakness is active, so hopefully I can finish him off, because in a moment he will start casting another Chef's Knife, and you can't cancel this one, so it's kind of a DPS check, so that you can kill him in time. But also with Cloud, at least, I think this summon is better because it gives you a water boost, water damage buff, so you do quite a lot more damage in those, what, 20 seconds than with Leviathan, I think. And even after, so after you defeat the first Tonberry, you have quite a lot of time to just keep doing damage. because they won't be really doing any other attacks, and only later there'll be a second sigil phase, so then the second Tonberry will want to kill you afterwards. But here, don't worry, just keep healing Angel, make sure that you have all debuffs and buffs active, provoke, and just keep him alive. Okay, heal. +4 physical defense buff is active. And well, fine, I'll just use it. I just wanted to hit Angel's limit break for that +4 physical attack buff, but he got stunned. I was hoping I'd be fast enough. I'm just going to deplete this gauge. He'll be stunned. Well, not stunned, but cancelled his attack, and I want to focus a little bit on the other Tonberry, because after we defeat the right one, the left one will start doing those chef's knives. So the only way to survive them is with provoke, so that's why it's kind of like those double summons. So that's after you defeat one summon, the other one will enter in a rage. So you have a limited amount of time to defeat him. And here's the second sigil phase, so let's start breaking sigils, and luckily on the second sigil phase Angel doesn't get stunned or rather stopped. So that's actually nice. So let's just break them. But I have to heal with Aerith. Actually, yeah, let's do it now. And I just use this limited break to save AB, so I don't have to cast Curas, and I can just keep breaking sigils. But you could just keep casting Curas if you want to. But alright, I still have an exploit weakness with Cloud, so let's just do one cast, and I don't know. Okay. It worked, right? Yes. Yes, I wanted that a little bit higher damage. One here. Well, I was hoping I would still be able to get that in the stagger phase because we get that bonus damage, but I didn't. But this attack, as I said, Chef's Knife is always instant kill. So now, exploit weakness. And with automatic, Andrew has reprieve, so that's fine. He would have survived it, but just so you know. And now let's just slowly keep chunking at HP. Okay, should be one more attack, because I can't really see because it's being covered. But yeah, that's the whole battle. I really expected it would be a terrifying battle, pretty much impossible. But I'm really glad they did it this way. They are fine, they are quite challenging, but they are not impossible to beat. So I'm glad they did that because it's more accessible to more players. And that's very nice, especially, I mean, it is more accessible if you can't beat it with Maritime Cloud, no matter what. It's a launch weapon, so it says something, I think. But yeah, that will be all, so I hope you found my guide helpful, and in the meantime, also, good luck on your own clear, and thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you next one.